family has so many different ways you can look at that.
It's a place where it's an institution where your young ones can be brought up with some degree of safety before they're turned out into the real world. I think about a family sort of like a bird nest. You can, the birds raise the little birds until they're able to fly away.
When it comes to family, we're watching in the United States of America the real loss of the true meaning of family.
Our families are the most important thing in the world to us after the relationship to Christ.
We go to church together.
To me, this is the way God intended it, to be a daddy and a mommy and children, and grandchildren. And
to me, family is when two people find each other, man and woman, and they get married and they have children, naturally.
Family is the people we belong to, and we belong to them and they belong to us.
One thing my father drummed into us was he had two brothers that had a falling out. And I remember him calling them both to come to our house. And he said, family, you never turn against a brother. And you have to make amends, you have to change, you just can't do this. Family stays together regardless. And I always believed in that, very much so.
We enjoy the kids and watch them have fun.
Well, family to me means they're always here with you, good times or bad times. Friends sometimes leave you, but family is always here with you.
Family means everything to me.
Well, me too.
Well, family is important. Now, let me just say that first and foremost, that family is important.
We just do a lot of things together. We travel.
There's nothing that can take the place, I think, of that closeness of families, members, being with each other and caring about each other and sharing in the good things and the harder things too in life that come along.
Family is the closest bond any human can have.
your children grow up and get married and they come back with this little baby, you know, all these little babies.
And we stick together with one another through thick and thin.
To keep in touch.
Yeah.
And to love each one and be there if they need you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get in the way. I always worry about that. I don't want to get in anybody's way.
But I think family is that support group that you've always got there for you.
Your family gives you love no matter what you do.
A central unit of humanity, I'd say.
You can always count on them. If you're sad, they can call you. You're always there.
We just enjoy being in fellowship with each other. And what we try to do for each other, treat them with love and respect. Whatever we can do, we try to show a token of love, of appreciation, a lot of times.
Your family is your support system.
You know, you can have a family at church. It's the closeness that you have with somebody, to me, that makes a family.
And it just goes on for generation after generation.
Because we're a very transit society. We're a society that has largely turned away from the values of family.
Family is just a bond that is never broken.
A group of your closest loved ones.
Well, you can't love everybody the same.
It's a time of teaching your children and expecting them to see love in their family between their mother and their dad. I think that's the time to have fun together, go on trips together, vacation together, and just enjoy one another.
They'll tell you if it's a good idea or a bad idea, and don't hold anything back. I mean, they need to be honest, and you need to know they're being honest, and that's the kind of relationship that you want with a family member.
No matter what you do, they'll always love you, because they have to.
And when they call me on spur of the moment, say, "We're going to spend the night with you," I said, okay.
Your family is that close-knit group of people that surrounds you with so much love and so much energy.
But family can be more than just family. We have acquaintances, we have church friends, we have working friends, and you have a love and a bond with those folks. You know, they're trustworthy, and you know they're loving. They could be considered family, but
Extended family, I could say.
But
Family, that's your close-knit group.
Their tolerance, their acceptance, their understanding. They were all taught that by my father, who was very strong on family, having 12 brothers.
You think 20 years from now they'll still be your family, your friends, and that's family. I mean, when it lasts, you know, over the years, it's almost like a family.
Mm-hmm.
Family brings stability. Family brings security. Family brings protection. There are just so many things that you can think of that can only happen and can only exist in family.
And they don't judge you, and if they do, you can forgive that.
It's been a wonderful experience to be a parent and to be a grandparent.
Now, family, you normally think of in terms of grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, daughters, sons, son-in-laws, whatever, kids in general.
And sisters and brothers, you just love them, and your mother and daddy.
We go on, you know, we do the best we can do and continue to pray, and God will work things out.
Families of two, there's a family of husband and wife with children.
Wonderful thing that anybody could have.
There's just nothing in the world like grandchildren. They just make life everything.
Not in name only, but you develop a family with love, understanding, feelings, strong feelings.
It's the group of people that are so close to you that you know that when you hurt, they hurt, and when you're happy, they're happy, and when you love them, they love you back. And
family is a time of doing things together. It's a time of teaching. If you have the small children, as they get older, that comes later, but just teaching them, teaching your children, not something to be taken lightly.
It's a structure that to raise your young ones to where they'll be good adults one day.
And you always want to come back. If you have to go away, you always want to come back to family, because that's the most important thing in your life.
Those things I enjoy about our family is getting together, fellowshipping with one another, visiting each other.
No matter what you do, what trouble you're in, family always stands behind you.
But let's not forget the extended families that we have that loves you and prays for you, and that they're part of the bond that we have.
Now, in our economic downturn, we're seeing how badly we need family. So if there's ever been a time that we need to start reassembling and putting together the fabric of family, it is the day in which we're living in.
At times you have to focus more upon your family, meaning you, your wife, your children, their spouses, their children, and so on and so forth, and that's how family trees grow, you know.
It's wonderful to have a big family.
You cannot do wrong in their eyes. You really can't.
It's to be cherished and preserved.
So I've just been greatly blessed with precious family.
There's nothing else that is any more important than family.
I don't know many grandparents before you, but you've always been the foundation of what we all lean back on, because you definitely molded us in the right direction. So we thank you for that.